For some of the most pivotal years of my life, tears were tucked back and hidden behind a masquerade of being tough, being a warrior, someone who could hustle, work hard, and get things done. But it wasn't until I started to get more in tune with who I really am that things took off in my business. Welcome to I Might Cry, a podcast exploring how heart, mind, body, and spirit are all deeply woven into the way we do business. With guest interviews from experts in business strategy, therapy, emotional intelligence, the human body, and so much more. I'm your host, Elizabeth Marks of Almond Leaf Studios. I've been capturing luxury weddings around the globe for decades and now have the privilege of educating others on how to build and grow profitable business doing what they love. I'm on a journey of self-discovery, of becoming more of the uniquely beautiful, messy, and complex human that I was created to be, and I want to invite you to do the same. Join me on this adventure of uncovering the walls we've built that keep us stuck in patterns of limitation so that we can journey into living life with arms and hearts wide open. Let's venture into this together. Hello, today I am so excited. I want to talk to you about 3 ways to know if it's time for you to hire support in your business. I've been in this season of just reflecting on so much that has changed for me in my life and in my business. And David and I have just keep having these moments of pinch me. Is this real life? And I know for some of you, if you are in the thick of it and you are it feels like life is never going to get easier, you might want to punch me in the throat. That's okay. I'm here for it all. You're welcome to do that. Just stick around long enough to see that it is true for me. And I always live by the motto that what is true for me is possible for you too. If it's possible for me, it's possible for you. If it is possible for me, it is possible for you. This was not my life. 2 years ago, 5 years ago, I was working 60 plus hours a week, always tied to my computer, feeling overwhelmed and exhausted, my nervous system so dysregulated to the point of anxiety attacks at night and just totally overwhelmed and tears often, just with feeling like there was no way out, feeling like this was what I was meant to do, be a creative in this world. And yet it felt like there was this doom over me. There will always be financial struggle. So if you are in that place, please know that you do not have to stay stuck there. That's what I'm here for. I want to help you out of that. Okay. So first things first, let's talk about 3 ways to know if it is time to hire support. Number 1, if you are overwhelmed and you feel like you can't keep up, if you are in a season of life, whether there's external demands on your time and your energy, like if you are a parent to small children, if you are traveling, if you are working a full-time job and this is your side hustle, there's a million different ways that the external world could be pulling at your time and attention, whether that's true or whether you are just solely focused on this one thing and you still feel overwhelmed and exhausted. It doesn't matter. The point is, if you are feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, you feel like your to-do list ends up growing no matter how long you work. When you sit down to work and you tackle 8, 10, 12-hour day of hustling and making things happen, and you look at your list at the end of the day and somehow it seemed to only grow, if that is you, it's time to hire some help for sure. Hands down. I know there's a lot that can come with that, a lot of fears, a lot of doubts, a lot of what ifs, letting go of control. There's a lot of things that come with that, but hear me out. It will be one of the wisest decisions that you will ever make in your business if you choose to do so. Doing it with coaching is always a bonus. It's always a plus because, like I said, there are things that come up as we begin to outsource. But that is one of the number 1 ways that you can know that it's time to outsource. If you were always stuck in that season, if you were always in that dysregulated space and emotional state, the nervous system being dysregulated and anxious and overwhelmed, if you're feeling fatigue, then it is time. Number 2. You desire more time for creativity, for play, for rest, for self-care. If you just want more time, hire somebody. It's pretty simple. One of the best barometer markers is just if you want more time, hire somebody to take on the tasks that you don't love doing, which leads me to number 3. The third way to know if it's time to hire support in your business is if you find yourself procrastinating or putting off those simple everyday tasks that you know really won't take you that long, but you just find yourself putting it off and putting it off more and putting it off more and putting it off more. It might be because that's not actually your zone of genius. It's not actually a task that you were created to do. And sure, there's like things in our lives and in our business that maybe we don't all want to do, and we need to do them anyway in different seasons and times. But that does not have to be the way that you live your life and run your business. So if you find that you are constantly putting things off, you're constantly procrastinating, might be time to hire some support. Because what I've seen happen over and over again is when I hire somebody, especially if I can find somebody who knows how to do the tasks that I need done, and they love it. Like they actually enjoy doing those tasks, the tasks that I hate, the tasks that I dread, the tasks that I procrastinate and put off for way too long. It just begins to run together more seamlessly. And not only does my business start to function more beautifully and more smoothly, my clients get a much better result too. And guess what? I get all that beautiful time freedom back too. I get to spend my day doing the things that I used to dreaming about, like, what if I wanted to go for a hike in the middle of the work week? Or what if I wanted to spend my morning journaling or doing a meditation or going to yoga? That's what I get to spend my time doing now. And if you are hearing this and you're like, must be nice because you have the money, you have the financial ability, let me just tell you, my first hire that began to change everything, I didn't have the money sitting in the bank. It was totally a huge risk. And you know what happened? A year later, we looked back and we had almost doubled our income for that year. Like no other major strategies, just by hiring her, it created this spaciousness for me in my life that I was able to kind of step more and more into the CEO role and be able to think more strategically, think differently, and not be in reactionary doing mode in my business. So if you know that it's time for you, you know that you're being called to a higher version of yourself, an up level in your business, your financial state, you want more time freedom, you want time and spaciousness to spend time with your kids or go on adventures with your friends or take your parents on like an amazing trip around the world or whatever it is that you're longing to do, you're ready for that. It might be time to hire. I'm interrupting this episode to tell you that I have a brand new website that we are getting ready to release to the public soon, and it is going to be packed full with some new goodies and new information that I cannot wait to share with you. One of the things that's on there that I'm most excited about is the ability for you to receive a brand new money meditation freebie that I'm releasing into the world with the launch of it. And here's the deal. I actually want a few people to access it prior to that and to give me feedback on it. So if you're interested, because you're a podcast listener, I would love to give you access to it. All I need you to do is shoot me a DM on Instagram, elizabethmarks.coaching. You can also find it linked in the show notes, and let me know you want access and I'll send it right over to you. Thanks, and back to the show. Okay, at the time of recording this, we were full on in launch mode for Finding Profit and Peace. And if you've been following my journey on Instagram, you know that I decided to pull the plug in the middle of a launch on an entire program and shift gears completely through a session I had with one of my coaches. Check out Instagram if you want to know more of the story of why, the backstory of it. There's a lot of information there, and I'm happy to share that with you. So here's the deal. I want you to still get the full value of everything that I said in this episode at the time of recording. So there are a few places where I still mention Finding Profit and Peace. And what I want you to know instead is that the doors to the mastermind are now open, that I'm actually giving you all of the same tools and resources that are in Finding Profit and Peace as a part of the mastermind. I'm essentially rolling that program into the mastermind experience instead of keeping them separate as two different programs or courses. So if any of this calls to you, if you want to be supported, if you're looking for support as you learn how to hire support in your business, get inside the mastermind, shoot me a DM, an email, contact me, let me know. I've only got 10 spots open for this entire round. And if you think one of them might be a good fit, or if you're feeling that little bit of a like internal nudge, or even some part of you is thinking, yeah, that would be nice, or yes, I'm interested, Even if you have no idea how you'd work out the logistics or the payments or the schedule or any of that, just reach out. Let me know. No pressure or obligation. We can at least chat and see if it feels like a good fit for you. So keep that in mind when you hear Finding Profit and Peace as you listen to the rest of the episode. I want you to swap that out in your mind that you will get access to Finding Profit and Peace, but it would be as a part of the mastermind, which is literally like 10 times more expansive of an experience. And it's just so much. It's just incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So stay tuned for more information on the mastermind, but I wanted you to hear that as you move into the rest of the episode. Enjoy. If you're looking for support in that process, the doors are open right now. We just started the program for Finding Profit and Peace, but I will let you sneak in at the end. I'm such not a this is the end. I want you to if you need that support and you're having FOMO and you're like, I wish I would have gotten in there. I need to get in there. DM me. Let's talk. Let's see if it's a good fit for you to get you in there. It's 3 different phases that we'll walk you through in each of the 3 months. And one of them is hiring your first virtual assistant. In fact, you get instant access to that as one of my guides, this bonus of how to start hiring your first virtual assistant, where to find them, different ways and modalities that you can find them, and then how to reach out, mistakes that I learned, questions to ask them. There's even a template, a job description template, all of it. I'll be here to help you, to support you if you're ready to move your business forward, if you're ready to take that leap, if you're ready to just try it on. Try it out. Why not? Take the risk. Hire somebody. You never know. Your story may end up looking like mine. You might look back a year later and go, thank God that I made that choice that day to hire that person, because now look what I've created in my business. If it's possible for me, it's possible for you too. That's what I want for you. So get yourself some support. And if you want support in the process of hiring more support, get yourself into Finding Profit and Peace. Or if you want a one-on-one coaching spot, let me know. I've got 1 spot open moving into the rest of this year. If you want it, DM me. Let's chat. Let's see if it's yours. Either way, I'm here cheering you on, supporting you, loving you, encouraging you, reminding you that you are worthy, and deserving of building a business and a life of your dreams, that money and clients get to come to you easily. It does not have to be a struggle. We're done with hustle. We're done with struggle. We're done with the overworking and the overcompensating. We are in this to let business be easy and fun, and to feel really, really, really good. So if that sounds good and you want more of that, get into Finding Profit and Peace or get in on my one-on-one coaching, and I will see you there. If you're looking for more, you can find me at elizabeth-marks.com, elizabeth-marx.com, or find me on Instagram at elizabethmarks.coaching. Remember, you are enough. You are love, you are light, and you are worthy simply because you exist.